What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to take a little bit of a look at a Digimon that frankly we knew was coming. Not only did I tell you we were getting this kind of Digimon yesterday, I didn't actually know what Digimon it was, I'm sorry, but I totally called, well, one of the skills. It's actually so much better than I imagined it was going to be, but I did at least nail one of the skills, kind of. I'm a little bit happy about it. It is, in fact, a purple level 6 free musketeer. It's Beelstarmon. Now, shout out. Oh, and I've lost the person's name, and I'm so sorry. But I told you yesterday that I was expecting that today we would get a level 6 purple free musketeer Digimon. Based on the cards we've seen in the past couple of days, it was pretty much a given. And some lovely person got in touch with me to explain to me why it was basically inevitable and that there was essentially a female version of Beelstarmon that was a free musketeer and that was who we were going to get. And for the life of me, I've lost who sent it to me and where they sent it to me. So I'm really sorry, but whoever did that, thank you so much. That was really cool of you. So, it's a free musketeer. And that is good, because yesterday I went and showed you the new Impmon. And the new Impmon, when you play it, you may discard a card from your hand to add a 7 Great Demon Lord or Free Musketeer trait Digimon from your trash to your hand. Translations here from the lovely folks at Ensan Gaming. And it was kind of a given at that stage that we would then have a purple Free Musketeer, level 6. Well, we've got one. It's Beelstarmon, and this looks really good. It is also a secret rare, and this one is earning it, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got a 12 cost to play normally, which is slightly more than normal, but don't worry about it. 3 cost to Digivolve, 11,000 power. Okay. The thing is, there's a skill that says this Digimon's play cost is reduced by 1 for each Digimon with Free Musketeer or option card with a 7 cost in your trash. So you can actually play Beelstarmon for free. If you have got 12 Free Musketeer / 7 cost option cards in your trash, you can legitimately play this for free. Now, the reality is you're probably not going to be playing this for free. You're probably going to be paying for it. But I said 12 cost is expensive normally, and it is. But the idea of this turning into a 6 cost is not even remotely ridiculous. And now we've got a 6 cost 11,000 power level 6. And that is redonk. Bearing in mind what you would expect for an 11,000 power level 6 with a skill, and we do have a decent skill here as well. What we would expect here is an 11 cost. So it starts at 12, but it comes down very, very quickly. And now we go back to, and I will link the Impmon video in the description, but now we come back to what I was talking about in the Impmon video yesterday about random discard. About just trashing cards on the top of your deck willy-nilly. Because that is what Impmon actually does. And it's great. Because now what you're doing is randomly trashing cards from the top of your deck. But now if you hit a 7 cost option card, or if you hit a Free Musketeer, then you're reducing the cost of playing this. Bearing in mind that when you play Impmon, like I've said, you can trash a card from your hand, which is great because you're now reducing the cost of playing Beelstarmon, and then add a 7 Great Demon Lord or Free Musketeer from your trash to your hand. So you can essentially here, if you've got Beelstarmon in your trash, you play Impmon, you trash a card from your hand to reduce the cost by 1, and then you get to pop it into your hand to play it straight away. And I told you about the fact that the Beelstarmon that we saw back in Booster 1.0 has that skill that you can Digivolve from an Impmon as a 4 cost, just so long as you got 10 cards in your trash. So now you can basically, for 4 memory, Digivolve an Impmon into a Beelstarmon, and for potentially as low as like 0 memory, you can play Beelstarmon, and this is ridiculous. You can legitimately make an entire deck of level 3s and level 6s, not needing to play any 4s or 5s, And you can just cheat your level 6s out. And both of these Impmon, incidentally, in this particular deck, they are both redonk. Because you've got one, which is going to sit there and just start trashing your cards, which is building up for the skills on your other Digimon. And then the other one is going to get back either your Beelstarmon or your Beelstarmon or whatever and go for it. You could even here just play some of the other Three Musketeers as trash fodder. So that's kind of brilliant, but there is another skill as well. Now, it is a play skill, not a Digivolve skill, but other than that, I think we nailed it yesterday. When you play it, you may return one 7-cost option card from your trash to your hand. After that, you may play a 7-cost option card without paying its cost. My prediction was that you would be able to play a 7-cost option card from your trash, and I need to not give myself too much credit here. It's a purple deck. I mean, if we look at the other Three Musketeers, we saw that Magna Kidmon played an option card from your hand of a 7-cost for free, and Gundramon looked at the top 5 cards and played a level or 7-cost option card for free. So if we knew a purple one was coming, and we kind of did from like Impmon, come on, it was always going to play from the trash. But it's actually even better than I thought it was going to be, because the wording we've got from Ensan Gaming, and Ensan Gaming seems to be pretty gosh darn good at this, is that you don't have to play the same card that you got back. So you can actually get a 7-cost card back, but then play one that you already had in your hand. Oh, I adore this, ladies and gentlemen. I absolutely adore this. Incidentally, just for a second, if we put this next to Gundramon, you've got to find a 7-cost option card in the top 5 cards of your deck, or the evolution skill is pointless. Here it's a play skill, but we've got ways to really reduce down the cost. And it is playing from your trash, essentially, which is what purple want to do. So I'm sorry, but it is so much more likely that you are going to hit a 7-cost option card in your trash than in the top 5 cards of your deck. The other thing is that we need to remind ourselves that we have got 2 purple 7-cost option cards at the moment, and they are good. Like, really, really good. One of them sees just a whole bunch of play. It's Trump Sword. Trump Sword just lets you delete one of your opponent's unsuspended Digimon, which is actually nuts, because firstly, there's no power cap here, it's whichever one you want, and secondly, it's unsuspended, but if they are suspended, you can just attack them. If they're unsuspended, Trump Sword gets rid of it. So you just dump a Trump Sword in your trash, and then you can potentially, and look, it's not actually going to happen all that often, but you can potentially play a Beelstarmon for free, recover a Trump Sword, play Trump Sword for free, and what you've essentially done is got 19 memory worth of cards for 0 memory. Now, I'm not saying that's going to work very often. Honestly, most of the time it won't work. I don't think you're often going to be able to, although maybe if you build your deck right, you never know. It's certainly, and this incidentally is the kind of deck you can goldfish. This is the kind of deck where you can just build it and just play out a few opening hands to see how it goes and see if it can work. But even then, I'm expecting you can get this down to a 8, 7, 6 cost moderately easily if you build the deck right. And then you can essentially be paying as much as or less than Trump Sword, and you get to play Trump Sword while also playing an 11,000 power level 6. That is ridiculous. For what it's worth, I did say that there were 2 7-cost purple option cards that we've got, and that incidentally is true. We don't actually have it yet, but by the time this comes out, we'll have the purple starter deck, and in the purple starter deck, we're going to have Nailbone, which lets you play a purple level 3 and a purple level 4 from your trash without paying their memory. Although, like I said in the Impmon video yesterday, this new Impmon's got an awesome skill, but it is a play skill, so what you can't do is play Beelstarmon for free, play Nailbone for free, play Impmon for free, and kind of start circling it round. That would be an awesome combo. It doesn't work. But you can play, for instance, Beelstarmon for free, and then play Nailbone for free, and then play a level 3 and a level 4 for free, and then you're essentially playing free Digimon without paying any memory. And like I've said, we're talking best case scenario here. The reality is Beelstarmon is not going to be a 0 cost, but she ain't going to be a 12 cost either. It's going to be a lot less than that you're paying. And then you're playing these really awesome 7 cost purple option cards at the same time, again without paying for them. This looks like it is going to be a nutty deck. I expect Beelstarmon and Beelstarmon to make a very, very good deck moving forward. This is one I think we got to keep an eye out for, and I think it's fair to say that it's a secret rare slot. I'm hoping we can all now understand why it's a secret rare slot. And I do believe it is actually the first secret rare that we've seen from this particular set. I'm just having a look through on DigimonCard.dev, great website, that's where translated proxies come from. I believe this is the first secret rare we've actually seen from the set. Either way, I'm giving it 5 wassies. I don't even really have to think about this. This looks like an absolute flat-out top-tier card. I am incredibly impressed with how good this is. If anything, my only worry is it might be a little bit too good, but that's what we can figure out with testing. For now, I want to know what you think about this. I want to know how good you think it is. So let me know in the comment section, would you? Go nuts! Be nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at @TheWassi. That's where we talk Digimon and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/BT6 Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing is always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wassi Plays.